Got a new hunting truck. Let's go look at it.
Welcome back to the channel. So no, it's not a 250. So if you're new to the channel, the 250 I already had. The 250 has been in some videos, but it's mostly the white Silverado. I know some of y'all probably seen that one around town. It's got the stickers on it. It's going away. I got a new truck. The 250, I want to start off with saying, I own a big truck. It is the 6.7 diesel. It's a 2014 F250, but that's not it. So the second thing I want to say is this white truck has been very good to me. This is a 2009 work truck. So that means it doesn't have any carpet, no power door locks, no power windows. The only thing it has is power steering and a really cold air condition. So this truck's been really good to me. I've been to Texas twice. Now, granted, I'm from South Carolina, so I went to the Stanfield Lodge, which is the Big Honker podcast. I've been there twice. I've been to Oklahoma, Tennessee, Memphis, Arkansas, and I don't even know how many trips to the coast in Santee that thing has been in. Like, we put some miles on it, and it has been very, very faithful and has never left me on the side of the road. But I want something a little more luxurious. Now, this is fully loaded, but at $5 a gallon for diesel, and plus boat ramps, and it's a big truck. Oil costs more. Everything about this truck costs more. This is full for pulling only. The camper, the tractor, the lawnmowers, the big trailers, pulling another one. That's what this one's for. That's a V6. It barely pulls itself. I mean, let's get real. It's a V6 automatic. So what did I get? Some people are going to say it's not a truck. But hear me out. That's all I got to say is hear me out. I'm going to point out a bunch of features between the three. And then I'm going to show you what I got. It is a truck. So, no more waiting. I got me a Honda Ridgeline. Now, I'm going to be the first one to say I've talked junk about the Ridgelines before, and the Hondas for not being a real truck. It's fully loaded. It's got leather sunroof. It's four-wheel drive. It's got the exact same bed almost as my 250. So much storage. Hear me out. Just hear me out. Follow me along this journey. Let's go. All right, so I got some specs between all of them. Now, the 250 is going to outtow both of them combined. I know that ain't even, we're not even weighing that. That's just sheer power over there. But between these two, now like I said, it's a V6. So the Silverado, a 4.3 V6, 195 horsepower. The Honda, 3.5 liters, 247 horsepower. So on top of the Silverado, 50 horsepower. All-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, it has the button. We'll talk about that later. The 250 over there, that's a whole different beast. That's got that 6.7 that's got like 800 pounds of torque. It's been tuned. It's a beast. The Silverado is two-wheel drive. And this is where I'm saying this is going to do what that does, because this is a two-wheel drive V6. This was my hunting vehicle, and a lot of times I couldn't take this one hunting where I knew that I could get stuck. If it rained at certain game managements or certain areas, I knew I could not drive this truck and had to drive the 250. Why? Because I didn't want to get stuck. And At least it somewhat had a limited slip. It took a little bit before it locked in. Positive traction, it wasn't true positive traction, so you did peg leg it a little bit before the other one kicked in. Max towing on this V6, 4,400 to 4,700. So under 5,000 towing. Honda, 5,000 towing. So technically, the Honda can tow more. Now granted, this is a unibody chassis. That is a full-size chassis. Now I have pulled my pontoon with that Silverado, and it was not happy. It did not like it. It did it, and it drunk a lot of fuel, but it was not happy. Am I gonna pull that with that? No. I tried it one time, pulling the pontoon with that. It didn't like it. That's not what I got this for. This is my daily driver. Like I said, I love my 250. I love all the leather and the heated seats, the air seats. I love everything about it, but changing oil is expensive. Changing the fuel filters is expensive, and $1 more per gallon. And plus, I only work 10 minutes from the house. So by the time, winter time, I don't even have heat by the time I get to work. In the summertime, by the time I get home, the air conditioner just finally started getting cool. That means the oil's not getting warmed up. And with a diesel and a turbo, that is not good for it. It has 13 quarts of oil. So that takes a lot to heat up. So this is my daily driver. No clickies, no unlock. When somebody wants to talk to you, you got to roll down the window or just tell them to come around. It's been a really good truck though. All right, let's get back to the comparison. 44 to 4,700 towing, 5,000, and the 250 over here, 12 to 15,000. So overall length, the Silverado is 230 inches. The Ridgeline is 206, and the 250 is 227. The 250 is actually shorter than the Silverado. Now the Silverado is a extended cab, the Honda is crew cab, the 250 is a crew cab, but the 250's got that really short bed on it. You got the short bed, you got the regular, and then you got a long bed. A lot of times with the crew cabs, F250s, you get that short bed. And the Silverado and the 250 have a toolbox. You can see it right there. And let me tell you, you're gonna watch how little room you have in that bed. All right, let's keep going here. So bed length, 6.5, 5 foot, and that one over there, I really gonna have to measure it. It didn't know. Headroom, 41 inches in the Silverado, 40 inches in the Honda, 41 in the 250. Leg room, 34, 36 in the Honda, and 42 in the 250. The 250's got a lot of room. Now, like I said, this is a extended cab, and I'm going to show you how little room you have in this extended cab. So this is going to be my trash truck. That's what this is. This is the Home Depot truck, the trash truck, the, hey, we're going fishing. We throw the kayaks in the back. We go to many hunting trips out of state. This is what that is. Like, I don't want to drive the wife's Buick, but it's four-wheel drive, fully loaded. All right, let's continue on. The Silverado can hold up to 6. It does have the folding up seat. The Honda holds 5, and the 250 can do 5 or 6, but mine is 5. So let's get to looking at some of the differences. All right, so here's a picture of the side. They've almost lined up pretty good. The Honda does have a camper shell on it. This is the first time I ever had a camper shell. Not really sure, but I mean, look, y'all. Gee, it's not that much. I mean, granted, the old 250's up there jacked up. Now, if we're looking at height here, the Silverado has 2 size bigger tires on that. So the Silverado speedometer is definitely off on that because I went up 2 sizes because I got a good deal on some tires. So in theory, if they had the factory tires, it probably would have been the same. So let's look at the inside. Fully loaded leather, big room, aftermarket Kenwood radio, a lot of room. Let me show you this room here. Both seats fold up, so that folds in a cargo tray under the back, both sides, all the way through. Now in the bed, this was one thing that I thought would I like. It does have a reese hitch, so could put the kayak extension on here. This was one thing that I didn't know would it fit, is my trash can, especially with the camper shell. So this is a 32 gallon. I got some other ones. This one here is taller, but they both fit in there. This one definitely has to go in between the thing, but there's plenty of room because the roof goes up. But I'm retiring that trash can anyway, and this is a brand new one. So there you go. It will do a trash can. That was a concern to me because I didn't know. So you got your regular tailgate. You have from the side tailgate here, it opens that way. It has a bed, like a rubber mat in here. It's got the lights from the inside. Anytime the tailgate opens, the light comes on. You got a key where you can lock this, but it also can unlock and lock from the front compartment. But this right here is huge, like huge. Like I could fit in there 100%. That's where the spare tire. There's some divider trays in there. Now what I will say is, if you put something in the back, like a toolbox, using it like a toolbox, and you shut it and you load this up, well, you can't lift up, hey, I need jumper cables, but there's stuff here. This has to be empty before you can lift it up. But with that being said, that is a lot of room. Now you can take that donut out and put a full-size tire there, and that's probably what I'm going to do because we're on the road so much. We're going to do that. But there's a drain plug right there. They say that you could put ice in here and put drinks in it and it becomes a cooler. I don't know. But I am going to get some divider trays and put that in there. That's going to be my toolbox. But let's get to measuring this. All right, just from the tailgate, from the front to the tailgate, is 5 feet. It is 5 feet, and it is from here to there 49.5 inches. So 5 by 4 easily, and then you got a little bit more on the inside that goes up to about 55, but here easily 4 foot. So we're going to remember that. Now granted, if it didn't have a top on it, the height would be endless, but that's neither here nor there. From the back to the tailgate where it stops is 80 inches. My kayak is 10, so in theory 1, 2, 3 foot of kayak, 3 foot and some change will hang off the back. So let's move over to the Silverado. All right, so here's the Silverado. Like I said, this is a trash truck. This Home Depot, Walmart, anything you got to pick up, it is a work truck. So this one is 5 foot, almost 5 foot. It's 4 and 11. Now I need to measure from the tailgate. I meant the toolbox here. Toolbox down, 5 foot. is exactly the same as the Honda lengthwise. And you're gonna say, well, that's not the same. You can put stuff up under there. It's true, but I can't put my kayak up under there. My kayak hits there. Both kayaks, when I'm hauling both kayaks, they both stop right there. It is what it is. So from the toolbox to the tailgate is 7 foot. So the tailgate's just a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 inches bigger tailgate this way. Now, if you want to go up under the toolbox, you are talking 80 inches, and that is almost the length with the tailgate down on the Honda. So if there wasn't a toolbox, that would be almost the bed of the Honda. Now, one thing the Honda doesn't have is the humps for the tires, because it's built on the inside. So that is 4 foot 3, maybe 4 inches. So it's about the same. Granted, you got more room here, but you got humps there where the Honda is just a straight wall. You get where I'm going here? Luxurious, like driving a SUV. Like my mother has a Pilot. It drives like a Honda Pilot, but it has a bed. All right, let's move to the 250. Now the 250, I know, has a short bed. I know that. The toolbox almost comes up to the little small fender flare. It's not much of a fender flare because the tires don't even go up that high. But anyway, toolbox here, 64 inches. That's almost like the Silverado. Going in, you have 106 inches. The Silverado did not have that much. So with the tailgate down, you actually get a lot more. Now the 250 actually has these fold in pieces right here that can fold out and flip over and become a extended bed. But I took them off because it takes up room. Here, 5 feet, just like the Silverado. Let's see what the inside of the well is. So 4 feet, 3.5 inches, something like that. So it's very close to the Silverado. You see, I got fishing rods in every vehicle. Like, my son loves to fish. Granted, them ought to probably be in the trash. But this one does have a 5th wheel, a gooseneck, made for towing. Just made for towing. Woo! Okay, occasionally there may be more than 2 of us going on a trip, and we have to put somebody in the back. Typically it's my son, but we have had full-size fellas in this truck. It is very uncomfortable because it's a extended cab. This is my normal sitting position. I have not moved it up or back. This is where I normally drive. So with that being said, look at this. Look at the room between here and there. Now I know I got a speaker box in here. Let me take the speaker box out. But with that being said, look at that. I can't shut that door. This is me. And my head is touching the roof. Like, it would be very uncomfortable. All right, this is where I normally drive in the Honda. Let's look at this. Look at that room. Look at that. I have at least that much room over my head. I can actually scooch, ride comfortable. My knees ain't touching. I have air conditioned vent pointing straight at me, a cup holder. There's no cup holder in the back of the extended cab. I got a drop down cup holder in between, and I'm tilted back where that seat y'all saw was sitting straight up. This one's actually leaning back. Like I said, this is about like a Honda Pilot. Alright, so you got all kind of storage up here. This bin slides forward, there's storage in there. You got storage there, storage there, there's storage there. The top opens. You got all kind of storage in the doors. Like I said, the seat comes up. It's pretty nice. Like, whoever had this truck had to be a pawpaw. Everything was upgraded to LEDs. So one thing this truck does have here is basically the truck is all-wheel drive. It's always in four-wheel drive. It's kind of like a 60-40-ish. But this button right here will lock the differential in the back, getting you out of somewhere you probably shouldn't be. Hence, four-wheel drive with a lock. We got heated seats. Like I said, this thing moves forward. There's storage up under here. There's storage everywhere. Piece of paper there. All kind of storage. I mean, yeah. The sunroof where my gray hair can be flowing in the wind with the air conditioning. Now with the leather seats, with the heated leather seats. Man, I'm telling you, when we go on a duck trip this year, we're riding in style. Now, my buddy would always say, I can't believe we riding in this raggedy old Silverado when you got a $30,000 250 at home. That's true. That was true. Again, I wanted to keep the miles off the 250 and save that dollar worth of diesel. So, we're riding in luxury now. People gonna say a Honda ain't luxurious. Probably true. But, and I said it earlier, this may not be a truck, but it is very equal to a Ford Ranger, S10, a Toyota Taco, all them smaller trucks. They're all going to pull about the same weight, capacity. Is it a mini truck? I would say it's probably more on a mini truck. Do they look funky with the little design going on the back like an Avalanche? Yes. Do they look like they copy an Avalanche? Absolutely. Now, do the newer Hondas Ridgelines look like that? No, they have the flat back glass. They look more like a minivan with a truck bed on it. But so far, man, I really like this truck. So wait till we get some stickers on it. I can't wait. At Star Graphics here in Lancaster is going to be putting some stickers on here. The Silverado looks good. I love the way the stickers look on it. Yeah, but we're going bigger. The brand's got bigger. The pictures, the graphics has got to get bigger. So if you see me going down the road, wave. If you see me at a boat ramp or something, holler at me. But till then, let's get some air conditioning going. Yeah, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I greatly could appreciate it. And if you didn't know, Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock are lives on YouTube and Facebook. And I got a podcast. So find everything RD Reynolds and subscribe. See ya. I want to take a second out of this video to tell y'all every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a live. It's called The Waterfowl Den. We talk hunting. We talk turkey hunting, deer hunting, whatever hunting is in season, we talk about it. We have guests on. We have all kind of product reveals, interviews. So come check us out Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll see you then.